Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to lecture number 28 of the course Object Oriented Programming. In the previous lecture, we have seen an exception. What is an exception? That is, it is a runtime error and exception handling, a handling routine or a handling function that is executed when an exception is occurred. Why exception handling? Because in C, simple C, we check if an error occur in a function or by return value of that function. For example, if the execution of the function is unsuccessful, that is the task performed by that function is unsuccessful, we check that thing by checking the return type of that function. For example, fopen function is used to open the file in a specified mode, and if that function won't be able to open that file, then it returns null. Otherwise, it returns a pointer that is pointing into the open file in the memory. So हम इसको if else statement के साथ handle करते हैं, और हर function call के साथ we need if else, and in the else part we in the if part we maybe have the handling code, for example displaying the error message that this kind of error has been occurred, and the else part is executed if that function is executed successfully. So exception handling in C++ avoid that thing. That is कि आप हर स्टेटमेंट के साथ, हर फंक्शन के कॉल के साथ इफ स्टेटमेंट का यूज़ करें और एल्स स्टेटमेंट का यूज़ करें, and you make your program larger, and this can be avoided in C++ by using exception handling. So in C++ we have try, catch and throw block. Try and catch block and throw statement that is used for the catching an exception. So in the try block we have the statements that may cause an exception. So it's like a try to do these things, and if there is any exception, it will throw an exception that is catched by the preceding catch block. So in the try block, it starts with the curly bracket, close with the curly bracket, and within the try block we have some statements that may cause an exception to occur, right? For example, creation of an object, right, and calling a member function with that object, and if that function is executed and it may cause some error, some kind of error due to any reason, it will throw an exception with the statement throw, and that exception is catched by the catch block that is with that try block. So catch block जब भी आएगा वो try block के साथ आएगा, try catch. So ये हमेशा साथ साथ आएंगे. A try block can have multiple catch block as well. This is what we have seen in the multiple exception, कि एक try block के साथ हमारे पास different catch blocks भी आ सकते हैं, and which catch block is executed, it depends upon the throw statement. के throw statement में हम किस class का object बना रहे हैं, उसी class के accordingly वो catch block को execute करेगा. And then we have seen a skeleton program at the first place, that where we can put try, catch and throw statement, and what is the execution order of these statements. So try block सबसे पहले execute होगा, उसके बाद it will, if there is an exception, it will throw an exception that will be catched by the catch block. Catch block is also called the handler function, right? A function that is handling the routine, handling the exception. Then after the skeleton program we have seen an example program of a stack class, where we have an exception class that is a range class that we define inside the stack class, and whenever the stack is empty or full, for example if it is empty and we call a pop function with that stack, then it will throw a range exception, and similarly if the stack is full and we want to push an element in the stack, it will throw a range exception as well. ठीक है, so इस केस में हमने देखा था सबसे पहले that is very simple program जिसमें वो एक ही तरह की exception throw कर रहा था whenever the exception is occurred. Then we have seen that we can throw multiple exception as well. then in the stack we modify the stack class. सो मल्टीपल एक्सेप्शन की जितनी भी स्टेटमेंट्स होंगी, जितनी भी स्टेटमेंट्स हैं जो कि एक्सेप्शन कॉज कर सकती हैं, जिस भी टाइप की एक्सेप्शन हो, यू कैन पुट ऑल दो स्टेटमेंट इन अ सिंगल ट्राई ब्लॉक. ठीक है, और उस ट्राई ब्लॉक के बाद आपके पास एक कैच ब्लॉक है, दूसरा कैच ब्लॉक है, तीसरा है, चौथा है, पांचवा एंड सो ऑन. ठीक है, सो ऑल दो स्टेटमेंट्स दैट कॉज एनी टाइप ऑफ एक्सेप्शन कैन बी पुट इनटू अ सिंगल ट्राई ब्लॉक, राइट. सो then in the multiple exception we defined exception class full and exception class empty within the stack class. And when the now we can differentiate, we can display different message if the stack is empty and we when we call a pop function, you know, empty stack, then it will display the message accordingly that a stack is empty. ठीक है, रेंज की केस में क्या हो रहा था, वो एक ही मैसेज डिस्प्ले कर रहा था, स्टैक इज फुल और स्टैक इज एम्प्टी. बट हियर व्हेन वी हैव अ सेपरेट एक्सेप्शन फॉर एम्प्टी एंड फुल, सेपरेट क्लासेस फॉर एक्सेप्शन representing empty and full. Now in case of full, if the stack is already full and we want to push an element on the stack, then in that case it will throw a full exception that displays the message to the user that the stack is full. ठीक है, so हमारे पास एक try block है, but we have two catch block. The first catch block is for the full exception and the second catch block is for the empty exception. So in today's lecture we will see the exception in distance class. हम डिस्टेंस क्लास में देखेंगे that if the inches exceeded from 12 then it will throw an exception. ठीक है, so inches की वैल्यू जो है वो डिस्टेंस क्लास में वो लेस देन और इक्वल टू 11 होनी चाहिए. if it is 12 or greater than 12 then it must throw an exception that inches exceeded from a certain limit, right. We'll see that class and we will execute that program. Then there's a concept of rethrowing an exception, right. We'll see that concept in detail. Exception with argument, we can pass argument to an exception. कि आपने जब when we call a throw statement actually, then at that statement you are also creating an object of that class by calling a constructor. So when you throw the range, basically what you did is range and then parenthesis, opening and closing and semicolon. This is the constructor. You are calling a range constructor. So the throw statement will transfer the control plus the range object to the respective catch block. ठीक है, so अगर full का exception throw की जाती है, throw full, तो वो catch का वो block जो कि full के लिए represent कर रहा है, full को represent कर रहा है, full exception को represent कर रहा है, उसमें transfer हो जाएगा with the object of full class. ठीक है, so that is the exception with argument and how we can use argument to display more useful information to the user. For example, किस particular function में exception occur हुई है. So in the previous case it just display the message when we use a range exception in the stack class, it just display the message that the stack is empty or full. So we don't know which function caused that exception to occur, right. Then we make a separate classes. ठीक है, so separate class हमने बना ली, full exception की हमने separate classes बना ली within the stack class. The first class is the full class and then the empty class, and then we throw full exception in the push function when the stack is full and we are pushing the value, and in the pop function we throw the empty exception, that is when we execute a pop and the stack has no elements, right. Then with that throw statement, it also it passes two things to the catch block. The first one is the object of that exception, the second one is the control, right. So with that object we are able to get some values that which function caused an exception. We can display that name of that function, and we will see this in detail today as well. And then a bad alloc class, that is a built-in exception class. We will see that class in detail. And a set new header function, so that is a set new handler function. So that is a function that is used to set a handler if there is any error caused by the new operator. ठीक है, so हम एक function set कर देते हैं by calling a set new handler function, and now whenever the error is occurred during the execution of a new statement, new operator, it will call that function जिसको हमने set new handler में mention किया होगा. So that is the today's lecture. So let's come to the exception with the distance class program. So distance is the typical class, so we take this class from the beginning and till to the 28th lecture as well. So इसकी मुख्तलिफ एग्जाम्पल देखते रहे. I hope now you remember what is the content of a distance class. What are the content of distance class? So it has a private data member, feet and inches, integer and float values respectively. Then a public in the public part we declare a class inches ex, an empty class that is for an exception class, and this is the in the red text, this is the basically a destructor, two argument destructor. So in the two argument destructor we assign the value to the inches. We check if the inches is greater than or equal to 12, ठीक है, it will throw inches exception, ठीक है. So अगर inches की value 12 से बड़ी है तो वो inches exception throw कर देगा. It means that it will transfer now the control from here transfer to the कैच ब्लॉक, ठीक है. और बाद की स्टेटमेंट्स, ये स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होंगी. जब थ्रो फंक्शन एग्जीक्यूट होगी यहाँ पर इट विल क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट इंचेस ex क्लास का एक ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करेगा, बिकॉज दिस इज द कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल ऑफ इंचेस ex क्लास, डिफॉल्ट कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल होगा. एंड इट विल आल्सो ट्रांसफर द कंट्रोल to the respective catch block, right? Then the statement after the throw block, feet is equal to ft and inches is equal to in, these two statements are not executed at all, ठीक है, वो execute नहीं होंगे. Then this is the get dest function. So ये दोनों वो function है जिसमें हम inches की value set कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. So inches की value set कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर तो हम खुद ही से असाइन कर रहे हैं when we creating an object, but यहाँ पर हम यूजर से इनपुट ले रहे हैं during the execution of the program. So if that value is also greater than 12 it will throw an inches exception, ठीक है. So जब inches की exception throw हो जाएगी object creation टाइम पे और get dest function में it will transfer the control as well as the inch ex object to the respective catch block. इसके अलावा भी बाकी function है, but वहाँ पर for example show dest, तो वहाँ पर आप इंचेस की वैल्यू सेट नहीं कर रहे, सो देयर इज नो नीड टू थ्रो एक्सेप्शन देयर, राइट. ओके, नाउ लेट्स गो टू द प्रोग्राम. Okay, that is a simple class, but we have to write exception class in that, in its definition. So let's start writing class inches ex. So that is the empty class, ठीक है. So ये हमने डिक्लेयर कर दी. ये क्लास एक है जो कि exception class है basically. Now here that is a two argument constructor. We are setting the value of inches here. So in the if statement, right, inches is greater than or equal to 12, throw inches ex, right. And the other function is this one, get dest function. If inches greater than or equal to 12 it will throw an exception. So यहाँ पर हमने यूजर से इनपुट लिया वैल्यू, and this is a show dest function. ये सेम वैसे ही रहेगा. Okay, now the function that cause the exception to occur will be in the try block. So ये तमाम वो expressions हैं 1, 2 and 3. But these expressions जिसमें हम show dest का function कॉल कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर कोई exception occur नहीं हो सकती because यहाँ पे कोई throw statement नहीं है. So इसको as it is रहने देंगे. Now we have a catch block, and within catch block in the distance class we have a class, we have another class inches ex. Now here we can display the message inches greater than 12, ठीक है. तो हम यहाँ पे जस्ट मैसेज डिस्प्ले करते हैं inches greater than 12 and exit 0. So प्रोग्राम से exit भी हो जाते हैं. Before exiting, we just display the message print any key to continue, and then exit from the program. So this is try block and this is catch block. It tried to execute these statements over here, and if these statements are successfully executed, it won't throw the exception. But if these statements cause an error, then they will throw an exception, and that will be catch in the catch block, right? So let's try. Okay, test one undeclare. Okay, there is also a small problem over here, that since we create that object dash1 and dash2 within these brackets. ये जो bracket opening and closing, इसके अंदर हमने ये object बनाया है, तो इसका scope इसी object तक, इन्हीं brackets तक limited रहेगा, right? So either we should paste these statement over here. So अगर आपने कोई भी integer, for example, एक छोटी सी example ले लेते हैं. Write a simple, very simple example over here. So if I have integer x is equal to 10, see out x is equal to x, and line, we display the value of x. Now what we let's compile and execute this program. It should display the value 10. So it displays the value 10 over here, right? But if I write it within this bracket, now the scope of x is limited within for these brackets, opening bracket and closing bracket. इसके अंदर x accessible है, इसके बाहर accessible नहीं है. So x undeclared first use in this function, right? So this means that these bracket tells also the lifetime of any variable. ठीक है? So that is the same thing happening over here. If we put these two statements out of the try block, because इनको try block पे रखने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, but dash1, since it is created within the try block, and dash2 is also created within the try block, so it will give an error. Enter feet, 2 feet, 3 inches. So 17 feet, 3.5 inches, and 2 feet and 7 inches. So that is perfectly fine. 17 feet and 3.5 inches. So 1 feet की वैल्यू मैंने इनपुट की है और 1 feet की वैल्यू यूज़र ने हमने प्रोग्राम में खुद से हार्ड कोड कर दी है. Now let's say if I run this program and execute it, the value of feet is 15 and the value of inches is 16. Now in that case, inches greater than 12. It gives an error message. ठीक है? So here it throws an exception, inches greater than 12, instead of printing these two values. ठीक है? So अगर आप source code में आए, so यहाँ पर user से input ले रहे हैं, and this function cause an exception to occur. ये जो get test function है, यहाँ पर जो value input की थी मैंने inches की, मैंने ज़्यादा value 16 value दे दी थी inches की, that is greater than 12, so it throws an exception. Now the control will transfer to the कैच ब्लॉक. जो ट्राई के बाद कैच ब्लॉक आ रहा है जिसमें जो कि इंचेस EX क्लास के लिए है, वहाँ पर ट्रांसफ़र हो जाएगा. इट प्रिंट दिस मैसेज एंड प्रेस एनी की टू कंटिन्यू, एंड दैट्स इट. ठीक है? सो इट वोंट एग्जीक्यूट दीज टू थिंग्स. ठीक है? सो ये दो स्टेटमेंट्स हैं, इसको एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करेगा, जो कि जिसमें हम शो डेस्क का फंक्शन कॉल करके डिस्टेंस 1 और डिस्टेंस 2 ऑब्जेक्ट की वैल्यू डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं. Now in this program we can add another exception. For example, if we say class invalid फीट, ठीक है। सो अगर फीट की वैल्यू नेगेटिव में यूजर इनपुट कर रहा है, देन वी थ्रो दैट एक्सेप्शन। इफ फीट इज लेस देन 0, then throw invalid feet। तो हमने इस क्लास का कंस्ट्रक्टर बना दिया, ठीक है। एंड ऑल्सो हियर if feet is less than 0, throw inches ex, sorry, not inches, rather invalid feet। ठीक है। सो हमने ये एक्सेप्शन थ्रो कर दी है। इफ वी कंपाइल दिस प्रोग्राम, compile successfully and execute it, enter feet, let's say -1, inches 1, okay। So the application has requested the runtime, and there's something that won't display, so let's close the program. Now why this error has been occurred, I think we haven't have a catch function। हमारे पास कैच ब्लॉक जहाँ पर एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा था, इसके अकॉर्डिंगली कैच ब्लॉक so these two are classes, you can see over here। so ये क्लास एक क्लास है, इनर क्लास, सेकंड इनर क्लास है, which are the exception classes। so now we have a catch block for the invalid feet class, and then we have a cout statement, invalid inches, sorry, invalid feet। so इस तरह से आप जितनी चाहे एक्सेप्शन बना सकते हैं। system pause exit 0। now if I compile this program, okay, and execute it, now feet is -1 again, then the exception is thrown by the get test function। so get test function में हम input ले रहे थे, ये exception throw करेगा यहाँ पर, and that is catch in the respective catch block, that is a catch block with invalid feet, ठीक है। so इससे पहले हमारे पास ये catch block नहीं था, तभी ये कुछ problem आ गया था। Now let's go back to the slide। so this is an example of exception with in distance class। you can have exception in employee class and any class जिसमें भी आप देखते हैं कि invalid input user दे देगा, तो उसमें आप exception throw करके user को message display कर सकते हैं। now this is a very important concept, rethrowing an exception। an exception handler, that is a catch block, when receive an exception may decided that it cannot process an exception, or it can process the exception only partially। it might rethrow an exception to another exception handler via throw statement। so जब भी कोई exception किसी handler के पास आ रही है, that is a catch block में आ रही है, and if that catch block or handler thinks that it cannot process that exception completely, or it can solve it partially, so in either of these cases it will throw an exception, and that is it will use a throw statement to transfer the control back to the catch block, ठीक है। so it might rethrow an exception to another exception handler, तो किसी और catch block में वो throw कर सकता है via throw statement, right। so let's go and see this program। so this is a simple program, this is a function। so हमारे पास एक function है in which we have a try block and a catch block, ठीक है। so try block क्या कर रहा है, try and then it throw an exception, which will be catch over here, okay, and then it throw this catch block will throw the exception that it will be catched by this catch block, ठीक है, ये जो थ्रो स्टेटमेंट है ये इस कैच ब्लॉक में कैच हो जाएगी. देन दिस इज द मेन फंक्शन. मेन फंक्शन के अंदर हमारे पास ट्राई ब्लॉक है. ट्राई ब्लॉक में हम मैसेज डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं एंड देन वी आर कॉलिंग अ थ्रो एक्सेप्शन फंक्शन. जब ये थ्रो एक्सेप्शन फंक्शन कॉल होगा, कंट्रोल विल ट्रांसफर ओवर हेयर दैट फंक्शन. ट्राई ब्लॉक में आएगा, ट्राई ब्लॉक में आने के बाद डिस्प्ले करेगा मैसेज, देन इट थ्रो एन एक्सेप्शन, देन इट विल कम ओवर हेयर एंड डिस्प्ले दिस मैसेज, ठीक है. एंड देन द थ्रो स्टेटमेंट इज देयर, the control will transfer to this statement. So वो यहाँ पर इस पॉइंट पर वापस नहीं आएगा because function जो है वो successfully execute नहीं हुआ. It will come over here and display the message over here like this. So this is called a rethrowing exception. कि आपने try block में इस function को call किया था, जिस function ने exception throw की, और then उस function उस जो exception throw की है उसकी कैच ब्लॉक से आप एक और एक्सेप्शन थ्रो कर सकते हैं, या थ्रो स्टेटमेंट से यू कैन ट्रांसफर द कंट्रोल टू अनदर कैच ब्लॉक, टू अनदर फंक्शन हैंडलर, ठीक है. ओके, लेट मी चेंज द स्क्रीन साइज. सो इट इज now main invokes function throw exception, then function throw exception throws an exception handler in the function throws exception. So main invokes the throw exception, then it call this function, it will transfer over here, it will print the message exception, function throw exception throws an exception, function throw exceptions throw an exception, and then exception handled in function throw exception. So जब exception throw होगी, control will come to that catch block, और catch block में आने के बाद वो message display कर देगा. exception handle in function throw exception, in function throw exception rethrows exception, function throw exception rethrows exception by using a throw statement. So जब ये exception throw करेगा, it will transfer to the कैच ट्राई ब्लॉक का जो कैच पार्ट है उसमें वो ट्रांसफर हो जाएगी, एंड इट विल डिस्प्ले द मैसेज एक्सेप्शन हैंडल इन द मेन फंक्शन. देन प्रोग्राम कंट्रोल्स कंटिन्यू आफ्टर कैचिंग इन मेन. तो यहाँ से आगे जो भी स्टेटमेंट आ रही है वो कंटिन्यू हो जाएंगी, पास एंड देन एंड, राइट. So that is the concept of rethrowing an exception, that is within one try in catch block you throw an exception, and then that you call a function. आपने एक try catch block है main में जिससे आपने function call किया, then within the body of that function you throw an exception throw की उसकी body से, and it will come to the respective catch block, and then that catch block then rethrow the exception by using again the statement throw. जब वो रीथ्रो करेगा, जब वो दैट मीन्स थ्रो स्टेटमेंट को एग्जीक्यूट करेगा इन द कैच ब्लॉक और फंक्शन exception handler within the function, if that execute the throw statement, the control will transfer back to the first try catch block, ठीक है, उसके कैच ब्लॉक में आ जाएगा and it start executing the catch. That is called rethrowing an exception. Now exception with arguments. What happens if the application needs more information about what causes an exception to occur? For example, क्या वैल्यू इंसर्ट की थी जिससे एक्सेप्शन अकर हो गई है, किस फंक्शन में एक्सेप्शन अकर हुई है. These are the very basic things that you must display to the user, that these things cause an exception to be occurred. For example, in a distance example, it is useful to display the bad inches value, what the bad inches value actually was, कि bad inch की क्या value है. It is useful to display that thing instead of writing that inches limit exceed. So you should write inches limit exceed because you input 14, the value exact value that is input by the user, and you can display because it is greater than 11. And if the same exception is thrown, different number of functions is thrown by different member functions. So same exception है, for example range की exception है, it is thrown by the push function, it is thrown by the pop function. Now when the exception have occurred, now how do you know that whether this range exception is caused by the push function or by the pop function, right? So two things happen when an exception is thrown. What are these two things? First, it creates a transfer the control to the handler, that is the catch block. जो भी control होगा, it will transfer that control to the catch block. किस catch block को transfer करेगा? जिस catch block में का जो object है वो throw statement में create किया जाएगा उस point पर जहाँ से exception throw की गई है. And then the second thing is it create an object of exception class by calling its constructor. So आप constructor में को call कर रहे हो throw statement में constructor of which class? Constructor of exception class. Then it will create an object of that class, plus it will also pass the handler control to the handler, that is the catch block, right? So these are the two important tasks that is performed by an exception when an exception is thrown. So that is a statement, throw full, right? So this statement, it will create the object of full class का object create करेगा ये, और because this is a default constructor calling, constructor with no argument calling, and full object creating के बाद it will transfer that object to the receiving function. जो throw call का receiving function होगा उसको ये object भी पास कर देगा, प्लस ये कंट्रोल भी ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा उस कैच ब्लॉक में, दैट इज हैंडलर में. This is the throw empty. So here it calls the constructor of empty class, and it will also, this statement throw empty will cause the empty object to be passed to the class where it calls it calls the throw statement, throw empty. Now let's see the distance class where we use the exception with argument. So this is a distance class. Now we have inches ex class, that is an exception class. Now this class is not empty, we have some data member in that class and some member function. So public data member are string origin and float I value. These two are the public member function. Origin means it will, because inch ex जो है वो exception throw करता है जब inches exceed कर जाते हैं. So origin will tell कि किस function में ये exception occur हुई, and I value tell कि क्या value है जिसने इस exception को occur किया. For example inches की 14 value insert की है, 13 insert की है, 12 insert की है, 16 की है, what value, right? And then we have two argument constructor. पहला argument है string, second argument है float. It will assign string to origin and float value to I value, and that is the class. ठीक है, so दो member data है, data member है string origin and float I value, and a two argument constructor that initialize the data member of that class. So distance हमारे पास constructor है and all the other functions are same. I will show you in the dev C compiler कि हम इसको ओपन करके देखेंगे IDE को, और उसमें क्लास को डिटेल से कंप्लीट देख सकते हैं. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज अ मेन फंक्शन. इन द मेन फंक्शन वी हैव अ ट्राई block that try to do something, create an object of a distance class, and if an exceeding inches exception is occur, we create an object ix of inches exceeded ix, and then we can display the message or error in ix dot origin, and inches value of ix dot origin is too large. ठीक है, so ix dot origin जो है वो origin रिटर्न कर देगा उस ऑब्जेक्ट का, और ix डॉट जो वैल्यू है वो वैल्यू रिटर्न कर देगी. ठीक है, सो व्हेन द एक्सेप्शन इज थ्रोन, जब भी एक्सेप्शन थ्रो होगी, फॉर एग्जांपल कंस्ट्रक्टर से एक्सेप्शन थ्रो हो रही है, तो जब भी थ्रो होगी तो कंस्ट्रक्टर दो आर्गुमेंट वाला प्रोवाइड करेंगे. इन द फर्स्ट आर्गुमेंट वी प्रोवाइड द स्ट्रिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल टू आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर, एंड द सेकंड आर्गुमेंट इज द इंचेस वैल्यू. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू कॉल अ गेट डेस्ट फंक्शन, now within the getDest function you ask the user to input the value, and if the input value are not within the range, for example the value of the inches is greater than 14, then this means that it will throw an exception. ठीक है, so जब exception वो throw करेगा तो वो string को inches ex का 2 आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल करेगा. द फर्स्ट पैरामीटर इज द 2 आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर, सेकंड पैरामीटर इज द वैल्यू 16 और 14 वट एवर. ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू द प्रोग्राम. दैट इज द क्लास. ओके, वी कैन यहाँ पर एक और मसला भी आ रहा है, is that the data is public in the exception class, right? We can make the data private as well and uses the public interface function. I'll show you this later. The same program. Now this is a throw, ठीक है, in a distance, that is distance constructor, 2 argument constructor. We are checking the inches and then it throw an exception, throw inches ex, 2 argument constructor, comma in is the size of the array. ठीक है, तो size कैसे रहेगा, right? And then when that exception is successfully thrown, so ये constructor क्या करेगा, constructor करेगा 2 dash argument space constructor. एक string है, it will assign that string to the private data member of inch ex, that is origin. ठीक है, उसको assign कर देगा origin को, and then I value assign करेगा I को, right? And then in the getDest function we have inches ex, and the first parameter is getDest space function and inches, जो भी inches की वैल्यू आ रही है. ठीक है, जो भी यूजर यहाँ पे इनपुट देगा inches की वैल्यू, that value. Now it will tell the programmer that getDest function causes an exception to occur and that is the reason for exception. Control-Z. Let's compile the program first and run it. Enter feed is 12, inches is 11. Now it display the distances of 2 classes. ठीक है, so without any error it display the distance. Now let's run this program again, compile and execute, and value of feet is 12, inches is let's say also 12. Now it should throw an exception, so error, initialization error in getDest function. So inches value of 12 is too large. So उसने function का बता दिया किस function में error है और inches की value बता दी. So how? Because यहाँ से आपने set किया था ix.origin and ix.value. Set यहाँ से किया था when you call the constructor of inches ex class in a throw statement. The first statement you provide a string, second is the integer value. So when we ask the user to input the values, we check the value of inches. If it is greater than 12, then the exception is thrown by creating an object of inches ex class by calling its constructor, passing it the first value, that is a string, and in that string we write the name of the function that causes an exception to be thrown, and the second value is the inches, जो exact value जिसने exception cause की थी, that value, right? So let's if we change this value over here, so इसको 13.5 कर देते हैं. अब क्या होगा, 13.5 को जब वो वैल्यू असाइन करेगा, इट विल कॉल अ 2 आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर ऑफ डिस्टेंस क्लास. 2 आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल करेगा, इंचेस की वैल्यू 13 है. इट विल चेक इन द इफ कंडीशन, द कंडीशन इज ट्रू, इट विल थ्रो एन एक्सेप्शन. सो आपका मैसेज प्रिंट हो जाएगा. एक्सेप्शन जब थ्रो करेगा, इट विल क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट of inches ex class. उस ऑब्जेक्ट का जो डाटा मेंबर्स हैं, these data members are the string and the I value, a string and the floating point value. So string name is origin, floating point value is name is I value, राइट. तो उस ऑब्जेक्ट की दो वैल्यू सेट कर देगा. फर्स्ट वैल्यू इज दैट इज अ स्ट्रिंग एंड द इंचेस वैल्यू इज 13.5. ठीक है. एंड इट विल ट्रांसफर द कंट्रोल टू दिस कैच ब्लॉक. ठीक है. एंड द ऑब्जेक्ट ओवर हेयर, किस क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट है ये इंचेस EX का ऑब्जेक्ट है. नाउ इट डिस्प्ले द मैसेज इनिशियलाइजेशन इन द नेम ऑफ द फंक्शन ix.origin. ओरिजिन जो है वो स्ट्रिंग डेटा मेंबर है जिसमें फंक्शन नेम स्टोर होगा जहां पर से एक्सेप्शन क्रिएट हुई, थ्रो हुई थी. एंड देन इंचेस ऑफ वैल्यू ix.I value is too large, right? So if I compile this program and execute it, so initialization error in 2 argument constructor inches value of 13.5 is too large. So press any key to continue, right? So this is a exception with argument in a distance class. So we can also change these data member into a private data member. It's not necessary कि ये public data member ही होने चाहिए. ठीक है. So we can change them a private data member. Let me do it. So for example, this is a public part, that is the function, and let's say these are the private data member. Now we can have 2 functions. Get origin. So these are the getter functions. It should return origin, and then we have another function that return a floating point value, that is I value. Get I value, return I value. So I value को वो return कर देगा, right? Now these 2 data member of exception class are private basically. ठीक है. Then here when we get the object of that exception class inches EX, then we can get the origin by calling the function get origin. ठीक है. because अब जो origin है वो private data member हो गया उस class का. that means अब you cannot access that data member via the object of that class. So we have to change this now. Get I value. Now if we compile the program and execute it, now it is executing as it was executing before. Now let's say feet is 2 feet 3 inches. So 2 feet 3 inches, 17 feet 1.5 inches जो हमने test 1 को object को value assign कर दी थी, test 2 में users input ली थी, right? So if we let's say provide a invalid input 12 inches and 12 feet and 14 inches. Now initialization error in get dest function inches value of 14 is too large. ठीक है. Press any key to continue. Now specifying data in an exception class. So data in the exception class is public, so it can be accessed directly by the exception handler, जो कि हमारे पास बेसिकली कैश ब्लॉक है मेन फंक्शन में. सो दिस इज अ एक्सेप्शन क्लास जिसमें हमारे पास एक्सेप्शन डाटा में स्ट्रिंग है और एक फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट वैल्यू है. बट वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन दैट वी कैन मेक दीज डाटा मेंबर एज अ प्राइवेट एंड वी कैन हैव अ पब्लिक इंटरफेस ऑफ दीज मेंबर्स वाया विच द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द अदर क्लास कैन एक्सेस. ठीक है. So exception class data member can be private. Initialization and exception object. So 2 argument constructor for a stack class. We initialize the exception object at two places, that is at a two argument constructor in the exception class, that is the statement where it throw an ex inches ex exception, and within double quotes we have two argument constructor, and in this in in inches represents the inches जो कि invalid value थी inches के लिए. The other place where the constructor of the inches ex class is invoked is the getDest member function, where we ask the user to input the value of feet and inches, and if the value of inches exceeded from the certain limit it will throw an exception. ठीक है, right? Now we have a getDest function over here and inches. So extracting data from the exception class, so that is a catch block, and this is where we are extracting data from the exception object. ठीक है, तो इसमें हम देखा कि if the data member of the exception class are public, they can be directly accessible by the object of the exception class, but if they are private then we must provide a public interface to access the value of that private data member of the exception object. This is what we have already seen. So if we enter inches like 13.5, then in that case initialization it will write initialization error in getDest function, and inches value of 13.5 is too large. And then if we create an object like dest1 here, and now the inches value of inches is 22.25, that is too large, so the resulting exception will cause this error to be occurred. So initialization error in two argument constructor, so initialization error, so throw statement यहाँ पर इस particular case में जो आपके पास ये statement execute होगी, then the throw statement comes in the two argument constructor. So this value is 22.5. Make sure that this value is greater than 12, greater than or equal to 12 in order to execute the exceptions. So initialization error in argument 2 constructor, and then inches value of 22 is too large, right? Now constructor, destructor and exception handling. That is very important topic. So what happen when an error is detected in the constructor? So constructor में अगर error occur हो जाए तब what will your program do, or what will that class do? How should an object constructor respond with the new fails to allocate memory? So if there is any kind of failure there in the new function, then how that class or how the constructor of that class will respond to that error if it is occur due to the new operator. So constructor returns no value, so the alternative mechanism is used to indicate an error. So because traditional mechanism क्या है हमारे पास, वो ये है कि हम फंक्शन की रिटर्न वैल्यू चेक करते हैं, बिकॉज द कंस्ट्रक्टर रिटर्न नो वैल्यू, सो वी हैव टू लुक फॉर द अल्टरनेटिव मैकेनिज्म to indicate an error, that error has been occurred. So what are those mechanisms? The mechanisms are the global variable. You declare a global variable, for example static variable, that is shared among all the object of the classes, and then you write something in the static variable. This means that, for example, if it is written -1, then the object we have created at the first place will be lost, or there is some kind of error, for example, right? So this is how we can handle. For example, with the global variable, if there is any runtime error in the constructor, then it will change the value of that variable from, let's say, 0 to 1. Then this means that anybody who is watching any object can access the global variable and check whether, then within the main function, आप मेन फंक्शन में ही उस ग्लोबल वेरिएबल को चेक कर सकते हैं कि टू चेक वेदर द कंस्ट्रक्टर इज सक्सेसफुली एग्जीक्यूटेड और नॉट. सो व्हाट यू डू इज यू क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट. So for example, distance d1, and then if you want to see that whether the distance d1 is executed successfully, तो आप क्या करते हैं कि फॉर एग्जांपल हमारे पास एक ग्लोबल वेरिएबल है whose name x, right? So the value of x initially is 0. If the function is successfully executed, it will initialize x by 1, and if there is any error in the constructor, then it initialize x by -1. So then I can check if x is equal to 1. This means that constructor is also successfully executed, and it to perform all the tasks that has been assigned to that constructor. And if it says -1, then this means that there is some kind of problem in the constructor that causes an error to be occur. बिकॉज एरर हो गया तो ग्लोबल वेरिएबल की वैल्यू सेट कर देगा, जिसको आप मेन में बाद में चेक कर सकते हैं. बट दैट मैकेनिज्म इज काइंड ऑफ अ लेंथी मैकेनिज्म. सो व्हाट वी हैव इज अ कंस्ट्रक्टर must throw an exception. That is more convenient to use and more reliable mechanism, that a constructor can throw an exception. ठीक है? So exception thrown by the constructor causes destructor to be called. So whenever the exception is thrown by the constructor, just before throwing that exception it will call the destructor. ठीक है? सो वो डिस्ट्रक्टर को कॉल कर रहेगा, डिस्ट्रक्टर एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, ऑब्जेक्ट को मेमोरी डी एलोकेट हो जाएगी. बिकॉज जब कंस्ट्रक्टर में एक्सेप्शन अकर होगी, इसका मतलब है कि ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट सक्सेसफुली बिल्ट अप. When that is the case, then it call the destructor automatically. So if an object has a member object, if an object has a member object, that is that object is a object of a container class that contains the other classes in this definition, then an exception is thrown before the outer object is fully constructed. So exception is thrown before the outer object is fully constructed, and then the destructor will be executed for the member object that have been constructed prior to the occurrence of the exception. So the constructor will be executed for member objects that have been constructed before the execution of the exception. So exception occur hogi, before it execute the exception handler routine, it will execute the destructor for every object it has created, right? So in case of array of object, only destructor for those array of object, सिर्फ उन्हीं array में उन्हीं object के लिए constructor call होगा जिसको memory allocate हुई है. So only constructor for the constructed object in the array will be called, right? So whenever an application, whenever a constructor throw an exception, that is when you create an object of that class and a constructor throw an exception, then before throwing the exception, the destructor for that class is called. And then when the destructor will be executed for the member objects that have been constructed before the occurrence of the exception. So in case of an array of an object, only the destructor for those object, सिर्फ उन्हीं ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए, फॉर एग्जांपल आपके पास array of objects है 10 ऑब्जेक्ट्स की, डिस्ट्रक्टर कॉल हुआ, 6 ऑब्जेक्ट को मेमोरी एलोकेट होगी, देन बाकी को मेमोरी का इशू आ गया, मेमोरी एलोकेट नहीं हो सकेगी, then it throws an exception. So just before it throws an exception, it will call the destructor with each object. So हर ऑब्जेक्ट से डिस्ट्रक्टर भी कॉल करेगा, so that the memory for those objects have been deallocated. Now there can be another scenario that an object have a number of objects as its private data member, right? So what if अगर आप outer object में outer object का constructor call किया है, and then it creates the inner objects, and then an exception is thrown. So when the exception is thrown, just before throwing the exception, it will call the constructor for each of those objects that is the part of that outer object. And then the constructor for the outer object will be executed. Now the bad alloc class. Standard C++ contains several built-in exception classes, and a bad alloc class is one of the among those classes. The most common used is bad alloc, which is thrown if an error occur when attempting to allocate memory with new operator. So जब भी आप new operator के through dynamically memory allocate कर रहे हैं, then the most common exception that can be thrown is the bad alloc exceptions, right? For example, it is unable to allocate the memory. So bad alloc is a built-in exception class, right? So this exception was called xalloc in earlier version of C++. इससे पहले जो version था उसमें इसका नाम था xalloc, right? Now let's go to the program. Now we have array of pointers, ठीक है, इसका size 50 है. We take a integer, a for loop, so that is executed 50 times, and each time it will create it will allocate a memory up to 5 raised to power 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 5 raised to power 7. So unit, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 10. So this is a very big number, so this much byte it will be allocating, right? So in a for loop, and soon it will be out of memory, and it will throw an exception. New will throw an exception, so it will be catch over here. So that is a bad allocation exception, and then it display the message here that error message, error occurred, memory allocation exception dot what. So dot what is a function in that exception class. bad alloc में एक function है इसका what, और bad alloc का हम यहाँ पे reference create करिए memory allocation exception के नाम से. So what is a function in the bad alloc class? So if I compile this program and execute it, so it display the message all the time that it can allocate a memory. The memory is allocated, but the last time it display the message exception occurred. ठीक है, तो इसने 1 2 3 4 टाइम्स मेमोरी एलोकेट कर ली है. इसके बाद मेमोरी शायद ऑक्यूपाई नहीं हो सकती थी क्योंकि बहुत सारे बाइट आपने यहाँ पे रिक्वेस्ट किए थे कि रिजर्व कर लिए जाए, राइट? देन प्रेस एनी की टू कंटिन्यू. So that is a very large number. So soon in the 4th or 5th iteration it will be exhaust, and it will call when there is an error, it will call an exception to be occur. So the control will transfer to the catch block with the object of a bad alloc. ठीक है, so bad alloc object भी इसको pass हो जाएगा automatically by it is done by the C++ compiler, right? And then it display the message exception occurred and memory allocation exception dot what. So dot basically what is the member function. That is a virtual function. It is what is a function of a base class of exception, और bad alloc उसी exception की hierarchy में एक drive class है जिसकी indirect एक drive एक parent class है hierarchy में exception. ठीक है, और उसका एक virtual function है word जिसको override किया हुआ है तमाम exception classes ने according to their own name, for example. So if I compile this program and execute it, display the message here bad underscore alloc. So bad underscore alloc exception occur, and then it display the message bad underscore alloc. So this 9 represents the size of this file. ठीक है, so sorry, size of the name of the class. So it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that's why 9 is over here, right? It shows that what is the length of that that string that is read by the what function. ठीक है, if I compile it again, it will show me an error. Set new handler function. So that is a very important function. So it is an additional feature for handling new failures. All the failures that have been that can be occur by using a new operator, they can be handled by the set handler function, by set new handler function. So set new handler. So name से पता चल रहा है you are selecting a new handler to catch an exception thrown by the statement within the try block. So it takes as argument a pointer to a function with no argument and no return type and void return type. So for example, set new handles and then the name of the function, right? So whenever the error have been occur in the new operator, that is during the memory allocation, it will cause that function name, that function to be executed. How this cause that function to be executed? Because set new handler में आपने इस function का नाम given कर दिया था. So it will execute that function whenever a new operator cause an error anywhere in the program. So program में कहीं भी use किया हो, कहीं पर भी error आएगा, वो इस function को execute करेगा. So this function will be called if new fails, right? So this provide a method to handle all new failures with a uniform approach. से जितने भी new operator आ रहे हैं हर एक के साथ आपने कैच ब्लॉक नहीं लगाया हुआ. तो जहाँ भी न्यू आ रहा है ट्राई कैच इस तरह से नहीं है. You just use the set new handles function and put the function in there. ठीक है. Now whenever the whenever anywhere in the program अगर 10वीं जो न्यू स्टेटमेंट है वो भी मसला करती है, the control will be transferred to that function name. So इसकी डेफिनेशन क्रिएट करेगा, इसको फंक्शन को एग्जीक्यूट करना स्टार्ट कर देगा. If new allocates memory successfully, it returns a pointer to that memory. If new allocates memory successfully, it returns a pointer to that memory. That is what we already know. And if new fails to allocate memory, then if set new handler did not register a new handler function, कि set new handler के थ्रू हमने नया handler function नहीं बताया हुआ, then new throws a bad alloc exception. But if we told a new handler function with the set new handler function, so this means that we have a new handler function registered, the new handler function is called, right, whenever the new fails. Now that is the end of our today's lecture. In today's lecture we have seen the exception handling in more detail. We have seen exception in a distance class, then exception with multiple arguments, exception object with arguments, how we fetch the value of those arguments, and then set new handler, how we can set a handler function whenever a new operator causes an error during the allocation of the memory. So that is the end of our today's lecture. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.